Hi there. In this video, I'm going to address a common question that most of our clients do not ask, but some do. And it's a really relevant question. And that is, how do we make sure that we pick the best agency to either design and develop our website, or provide us with marketing services, or do both? And really, there are a few factors. Whenever I ask clients about what it is that they're considering as like their top 3 things, and they're usually the cost, how well we mesh together when we talk, right? And whether you actually provide all the services that we need. Now, that is really interesting, and all 3 factors really make sense. Yes, you gotta make sure that you feel good. Yes, you gotta make sure that whatever is the quote that you get actually fits your budget. And yes, the services are actually provided, the services that you need. But there is another factor that should always be considered to make sure that the agency that you get actually delivers, right? 2 factors, actually. Factor number 1, experience. Does the agency that you talk to have experience and the know-how to deliver the results that you actually want? Not just have a pretty portfolio with many different websites and many different clients, not just a portfolio where there are clients that are just like you in a similar or the same business as you are. No, they actually need to show you that they have the know-how to deliver the results. And that is the second factor. Aside from talking well, they need to give you a plan how they will move you from point A, where you are today, to point B, where you want to be. In other words, help you achieve whatever results it is that you're actually after. Because ultimately, the website and or marketing services, they're just means to the end, right? You're not buying a website, you're not buying marketing services, you're either buying the future client flow or the future cash flow. And ultimately, it's really both, right? So whenever choosing an agency, here are the factors that I would look for if I was in my client's shoes. Number 1, do we have a good cultural fit? Like when I talk to you, do I like what I'm hearing? Do I think that I can work with this guy and the members or gal and the members of his or her team? Like, get other people on the phone. Make sure that it's not just the salesperson. Get the marketing director, get production director, whoever else you need to talk to understand how production people operate, how they think, how they talk. Because once again, once you're done talking to the salesperson, you will be talking to other people, and you got to get them involved to make sure that there's a good connection between you and these 2 teams, right? Number 2, have they been there and done that? Have they accomplished similar results as you're seeking out? Very important. Number 3, do they have a plan, clear plan that will show you how they will take you from wherever you are today, your current benchmarks, to wherever it is that you want to be, the results, the goals, the objectives that you're actually after? Very important. Do they have proof that they can substantiate that claim with, right? Aside from the plan, do they have the portfolio that actually backs them up? And obviously, do they fit your budget? However, budget is a really tricky thing, and that is something that I definitely need to address separately. Sometimes you will talk to an agency that is considerably more expensive than others. However, they've been there, done that, have proof, and can lay out a very clear plan how they will help you get from point A to point B. Others may not have some of these factors or all of these factors, but they fit your budget. Which one do you hire? We always highly recommend, whether it's us or another agency, to hire the one that's more expensive, because ultimately, the agency that can generate the results that you're really after is going to be free, because they will more than pay for themselves, whereas others will be a lot more expensive, or just plain expensive, because if they underperform in comparison to the more expensive one, there is not just the cost of hiring them, but there is also, or could be also, a tremendous opportunity cost. As in, if you hire company A that is inexpensive but will underperform versus a company B that is quite a bit more expensive but will overperform in comparison to this one, the delta, the difference between results that this one generates and this one generates, is the opportunity cost. And this opportunity cost could be exponentially greater than the money you would spend with this company or with this company. Let me give you an example. Let's suppose that company A builds a new website and you get 20 new opportunities that you wouldn't have gotten over the old website, and 20% out of those 20 opportunities actually convert into business, and each one of those opportunities is worth $10,000. So that's 4 new business, 4 new accounts, and $40,000 in extra revenue, using really small numbers. Company B was a lot more expensive. Let's say it was $30,000 more expensive, but instead of 20 new opportunities, this company delivers 60 new opportunities, and they close at the same rate. So this company gave you 20% of 60 new opportunities, which is 12 new clients, right? With 12 new clients times $10,000, you get $120,000 in extra revenue. Now the difference between this one and this one is $80,000, but this agency cost you $30,000 more, but still the delta between them is 50 grand. So you made extra $50,000 here that you didn't make here. Because on the surface, this agency looked like it had a better offer. They were cheaper by $30,000. This one was more expensive by $30,000. But the opportunity cost was that extra 50 grand. So like a really basic example. With many clients that we work with, the delta, the difference is humongous. It's not 50,000, it's 500,000, $1 million, over $1 million in annual revenue that it wouldn't be realized have they gone with a less expensive agency. So always consider that factor because it's incredibly important.